ranking the best states in the USA that produce the best NFL players. Hey guys, welcome back to Big Hit Central. Today we'll rank the best states in the USA that produce the best NFL players. Let's head into it. Number 4, Georgia. Cam Newton played college football in Florida, Texas, and Alabama, but never in his home state of Georgia. Cam Newton played college football in Florida, Texas, and Alabama, but never in his home state of Georgia. Dave Martin, Associated Press, score 39, 19 5-star recruits, 9 AP, All-Americans, 1 5-star, All-Americans, 1 2-time AP, All-American, 1 Heisman winner. For several of Georgia's 25-star recruits from the past 7 years, it is still way too early to declare that they won't eventually become first-team All-Americans. Still, it's hard to believe that only one has done so thus far. That title belongs to Ohio State's Vonn Bell, who had 156 tackles, 8 interceptions, and 15 passes defended in his final 2 seasons. Georgia has also had just one 2-time All-American hometown hero, Jarvis Jones. After originally committing to USC, he came back home to UGA for 2 years' worth of obliterating opposing QBs. He had 28 sacks in 26 games and another 16 tackles for loss en route to becoming a first-round draft pick. And then there's Cam Newton, who spent 2 years at Florida as Tim Tebow's backup before eventually landing at Auburn and winning the 2010 Heisman behind a combined 50 passing and rushing touchdowns. Newton led the Tigers to a 14-0 record and a national championship, resulting in him being the number 1 overall pick in the subsequent NFL draft. In total, Georgia has produced 31 unique players who were either 5-star recruits or All-Americans, including Deshaun Watson, Robert Nick Shish, Isaiah Crowell, Alec Ogletree, Vic Beasley, and about 24 others. Number 3, California. Robert Woods was a sensational wide receiver for the Trojans. Jonathan Moore, Getty Images, score 55, 34 5-star results, 9 AP All-Americans, 3 5-star All-Americans, 1 2-time AP All-American. Despite the long list of qualified names, California has the weakest and most noteworthy player among the top 7 states. No offense to Robert Woods, with more than 4,600 all-purpose yards in 3 years as a wide receiver, kick returner, and a punt returner. He more than backed up his 5-star rating by becoming an All-American. Likewise, Shaq Thompson and Adoree Jackson made seamless transitions from 5-star recruits to All-American first-round draft picks. But even a dozen top 10 recruits over the past 7 years wasn't enough to get California a Heisman winner. UCLA QB Josh Rosen could catapult to the top of the list with a monster junior year, which based on 2018 NFL mock drafts, everyone seems to be expecting him to do. A shoulder injury derailed his 2016 campaign, but after averaging more than 280 passing yards per game as a true freshman in 2015, Rosen has to be the nation's top candidate for Comeback Player of the Year. California also has some sensational players on the way this fall. Najee Harris, number 1, Jalen Phillips, number 5, and Stephen Carr, number 8, give the state 3 more top 10 players. Perhaps they can help break California's All-American cold spell. Jackson was the only All-American from a California high school in either of the past 2 seasons. Number 2, Florida. To make up for Florida State taking Jameis Winston from Alabama, the Crimson Tide snagged Derrick Henry from Florida. To make up for Florida State taking Jameis Winston from Alabama, the Crimson Tide snagged Derrick Henry from Florida. Brent Anderson, Associated Press, score 83, 41 5-star recruits, 9 AP All-Americans, 6 5-star All-Americans, 1 2-time AP All-American, 1 Heisman winner, 1 5-star Heisman winner. With 2 consecutive Heisman winners and 28 points in California in 3rd place. With 2 consecutive Heisman winners and 28 more points than California in 3rd place, it's hard to believe Florida was unable to lock down the top spot on this list. Close but no cigar for the state that can claim Derrick Henry and Lamar Jackson as former residents. The Alabama RB was a 5-star recruit in 2013 before winning the 2015 Heisman with 2,219 rushing yards and 28 TDs. Were it not for TJ Yeldon obstructing his path for playing time for his first 2 seasons, Henry might have put up historical career numbers, considering that he averaged 10.9 yards per carry as a true freshman. But no conversation about ridiculous stats is complete without Jackson. The reigning Heisman winner was only a 3-star recruit in 2015, but he had 51 rushing and passing touchdowns as a sophomore. The college football nation is waiting to be bated breath to find out if he can avoid the post-Heisman slump to have another highlight reel season for a little contender. In addition to those 2 names etched in history, Florida has produced a ton of multi-year stars. Roberto Aguayo was a 2-time All-American kicker for the Seminoles. Dalvin Cook, Vernon Hargreaves III, LaMarcus Joyner, Matt Elam, Joey Bosa, and Sammy Watkins were all 5-star recruits who became All-Americans, and there's a reasonable chance that Calvin Ridley, Derwin Jones, Bo Scarborough, Tarvarus McFadden, and Martez Ivey all joined that club this year. All told, the Sunshine State has 59 unique 5-star recruits or All-Americans in the past 7 years. Number 1. Texas. Von Miller played a lot of visits to opposing quarterbacks while at Texas A&M. Dave Einzel, Associated Press. Score 91, 40 5-star recruits, 20 AP All-Americans, 6 5-star All-Americans, 1 2-time AP All-American, 2 Heisman winners. It should come as no surprise that the state which served as the setting for Friday Night Lights has been responsible for a ton of college football stars. Heisman winners Robert Griffin III and Johnny Manziel both played high school and college football in Texas. 2-time Heisman runner-up Andrew Luck also played high school ball in Texas. However, rather than choosing from that great list of college QBs, we're giving the most noteworthy player titled to a 5-time Pro Bowl LB who has made a living out of terrorizing quarterbacks. Before becoming the number 2 pick in the 2011 NFL Draft, Von Miller has recorded 33.0 sacks for Texas A&M. He did the vast majority of that damage in his final 2 seasons, averaging better than 1 sack per game from 2009 to 2010. With Myles Garrett, Jackson Jeffcoat, Malcolm Brown, Sean Robinson, Malik Jefferson, and Ed Oliver also available as options, one can make an impenetrable defense front 7 from just guys who went to high school in Texas. And in addition to aforementioned QBs, offensive weapons like Deonta Foreman, LaMichael James, Mike Evans, Josh Doctson, and Deed Westbrook would all make the Lone Star State an unstoppable scoring machine as well. All told, Texas has produced 29 All-Americans in the past 7 years. That's almost as many as 31 that Florida and California have combined for during that time. And it's why head coach of the Longhorns remains one of the most sought-after positions in college football despite 7 consecutive seasons with fewer than 10 wins. What do you think about these states? Which is the best one? Let us know in the comment section down below. This brings us to the end of our video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit like if you did, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so that you don't miss any of our videos in the future. Also, watch the 2 videos that are on your screen because I'm sure you'll love them. With that, I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.